was geht ab zu ein neues Video. So, das ist was so ein Live-Event kommt so am 5.6.
That's too unfortunate. Art skill that POV we just dipped towards. That's going to be second place looking to take that gold beam and add it towards their inventory to have that luxury. There is no first place team alive right now who can take that title.
Yeah, and if you look at the half-nap zone here, Zone actually does pull, I believe, on top of Pink and Ana. So all of that setup they did prior to set up the high gun is probably now going to be good for them. I'm not sure what layer they're on. I think they're close by, but like I said, you do not need to go crazy on high gun in this half-nap, Shayo.
Absolutely not. 68 points right now. They basically want to clasp all the way up towards 90. If they get 100 in this game, that'll be absolute huge. But that means they have to survive the entire time. If we could just stay on this POV, I want to see exactly how they break it down. They will be going for I here. They have two different pads as well. Can they hold on to being the finessers of this zone entirely? 23 till we see where exactly moves, but I'm liking the fact that they're staying low-key right now.
Yeah, and don't expect them to go for high gun initially, right? They're not going to be going to high gun and first moving. If they do that, I'll sound very stupid, but I don't think they should do that, right? They both have multiple launch pads in their inventory.
Why should they not?
So basically, the reason why you don't want to do it is because you want to use those launch pads effectively, right? If you have 3 launch pads in your inventory, you're going for high gun to first moving, you're basically using materials that you would have saved with those launch pads. Exactly. And with Zone pulling far away from them, yet again, they're going to have more time to launch pad, and that's going to be good for them here, Shayo.
Absolutely. Iris zooming very same position. Might not have multiple launch pads, but they have 80 points so far. They might not be controlling high ground completely like Pink and Anas, but they've been consistent over their last 2 games. Now in the 3rd game, they have a spot to even steal that lead from Benji and Savage, and it's about 12 points ahead of Pink and Anas from what we saw before. Iris Zoom even pops that spicy pepper, a little bit of a speedier glide. We'll see exactly how this looks down. They've checked up top, and what a way to pad past all those builds on a single floor, blocking him through there. High and mighty inside the sky. They go straight for that forward position. We see so many teams in good spots all the way towards that final zone make this move first. And Irazumi in leader, they're not all the way towards the low ground. They have no people next to them either. This is such a good spot.
Yeah, they're in a very good spot. They do have this pepper spot as well. And then we go back towards Pink and Anas. You can see they're holding out. And like I mentioned, they're going to launch pad very slowly towards the front side. Launch pad yet again. And now they're going to evaluate. Is this a good time to take high gun? And it doesn't look like it because there's a lot of people pretty much set up yet. So they can wait until that second moving. And then if second moving pulls north, for example, then they're going to have a lot of materials because they're able to save those materials with those launch pads. So I'm hoping to see a north zone pull because it's going to be a launch pad towards height in the second moving zone here, Shayo.
Absolutely. De facto first place right now will be Art Skill and T-Chips up inside the box. They're desperate to find any damage. 79 below. They might be in first. They might have 93 points, but that 95 below threshold is the number that matters, and they changed it up, rewrite their destinies. 360 above, or 63 above, excuse me. They're still trying to find some type of damage. Might get close to 360 with the way this damage is going right now. They dodge the first few strikes of Surge as well as Stompy finds a few more in the feed. Trulex down. Mustache taken out by Endless and squeezed there side by side, but it's Stompy going all the way up towards the skies. Nailu has to be forced to drop down. 536 damage above for this team. They Spider-Man their way all the way forward as well. They stop another take 2. The denial is insane.
And you got to be careful. If you're fighting on the backside of zone, there's going to be another team towards the front side that's trying to take it away from you. Juice smartly here, Spider-Man towards the front side, but they get chopped out. Oh, they do reconnect though, but is the damage done? I don't know. They only have 4 more builds in total, and here comes Pink. Like I mentioned, if you're fighting on the backside of zone, you're going to be using a lot of materials, and Pink's been able to save it this entire game here, Shayo. 26 builds left, and they have it into this 8th moving zone.
Oh, they take out Stompy, and Pink is still active and alive. The aim electric, the bullet's magnetic, and they're not missing. This is just insane. Anas is there too at the very front of it, applying the pressure that Pink is making as well. He's making sure not a single edit can be made upwards. Mappy's kind of trapped. Seti's right below him too, so they're being forced into a pinch as well. T-Chips though, still in first, taking down Link finally. Alex takes him down, so that might be the first place team. Not active either. They were close to 95, 98 points. It's 80 so far, but Seti too is also popping up. Picks out Mappy, he survives the pinch, and this is where trouble starts.
And I think we're going to get 2 in a row here from Pink and Anas because the zone pulls back over old builds, right? So they have, even though the material count is very, very limited, they're going to be able to stay on top of them, and no one's really going to pressure them because they're all going to go through Shayo.
Absolutely. Seti, though, this is going to be another clutch situation. We saw Janus do it before, but he's out of mats, and unfortunately goes down towards the front side. It'll be Endless next squeeze that picked that one up. 26th place for them overall, but they're looking really good. And Austin Pink, again, It's like just walking a dog or something. It's just so simple for them. Every time, business as usual when it's the desert. These guys make sure everyone else is just low and dry. Pink, once again, another launch forward, and he secures another spot of the high ground.
And it is a game of numbers, right? Even the small launch pad there, you know, it's only 2 to 3 blocks, but every single build counts here when you go into that final moving zone. That one build might just save them as they have 7 duels left to life, Shayo.
Absolutely, Flixie now, he's going to be in trouble. You're talking about every single build. They only have about 6 left. Pick up a few more on the left side. Armored Wall buys them a little bit of time, but it's time that's going to be translated into money, into points right now. The longer you stay alive, the more placement you're going to get, and they're trying to milk every single second so far. Up top is where the roof comes crashing down, and Flixie is the one to pick up all the mats left around. It's going to be huge for them. Dodging even more sprays. This man has like a shield bubble around him. There's no way he's taking no damage from all this pressure. Right now he's looking...
Okay. Das war's mit dem Video. Ich hoffe, das war finde ich jetzt nicht so krass. Denke ich uploade es nicht, aber ich uploade das. Ich hoffe, euch hat das Video gefallen und tschüss.